Hi everyone, this is Annie from the Nguyen and welcome back to my channel, How I Start Up a Restaurant Business in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. And in this channel, in this episode, we will focus on what can we do during the time that we're waiting for the permit. Again, if you don't have the permit in hand, you don't have that stamp say approved, you cannot do anything yet. Almost like you cannot really do anything yet. You cannot break a wall. You cannot install anything yet until you have that permit and stick that permit in front of the door. That's when you can bring the entire team, your electrician, your plumber, you name, all of them gonna come in and start to working on actual work to build the restaurant for you. But you can do a lot of things while you're waiting. Okay, so what can you do? Because you already have in hand that you know what type of food that you're going to serve, right? And you know that food, what kind of container that you're going to use to put that food in, how you want to present that food. Especially nowadays, restaurants have to be really flexible. You cannot just, of course you can, but I mean like you have to maximize the possibility, right, to sell as much as possible. So you're gonna have dining, you're gonna have takeout, you're gonna have delivery. You can pick one of them or all of them, up to you. But packaging for your food is extremely important. So if you dine in, you already know what kind of bowl, what kind of dish that you want to choose. So you can go ahead and start to buy those because you're gonna need some of them for you to do the photo for your food. So like I said, I would like my food to, the photo of my food is gonna be as much as the same when I bring the actual food out to my customer when they dine in. So now talking about takeout. And then I also selling sandwiches, Vietnamese sandwiches. So I will show you, I'm gonna walk over. So then you're gonna think about, how you're gonna pack your sandwiches, right? So here is the bag for my sandwiches. So I actually wrap them in a foil. It's kind of foil, like another, it's like a wax paper. I wrap around the sandwiches first before I actually put them in here. Before that, I only to put the sandwiches directly in here. What happening because some of the sauce, it may come out, and this is paper. And it will, wet the paper, so it doesn't really hold the sometimes if it's wet enough, the sandwich may fall out, right? And it doesn't present the best of it. So what I did to upgrade it, I still use the bag. Of course, you want to put as much information in here as possible. So to make the bag look always nice and presentable, I actually use the wax paper and wrap the sandwiches, and after that, I put them in here. Okay, so that's another step to make your products look nice and neat as possible. Is really important. So this represent your brand, your food, right? So in the packaging, you want, like I said, you want to put your name on it, all the information about your restaurant, your location, so people can easy to find you, because this is also another way for you to advertise, right? If other people will see this, why one of your customer holding this, that's how you advertise, right? I put whole bunch of information here for all the sandwiches. I have 9 types of sandwiches. I put them all in here. So, even when customer eat, let's say meatball, and then they say, oh, besides meatball, maybe I try sorted next time. You give customer a little bit extra information. And I have the QR code here. I'm gonna cover that very shortly. QR code here I have social media here. You know, like I said, you're trying to put as much information in your packaging as possible, because that would be another way for you to advertise your brand, your restaurant, your food. So yes, you have to make decision very early on. If you do bagel, if you do soup, depend, you do stir fry, you know, depend on what type of food. Then go and look for some of the packaging company. The one I'm using right now, if anyone interested, I can refer you to. They are located in Mississauga. They are fantastic. They do different type of packaging, like sandwiches, even people want to do pad thai, stuff like that. They will you know, produce packaging for you. I think the only thing they don't do is like for frozen products, but I think most of other products, they can sit down with you and decide the packaging with you until you're happy with that, and they will make it for you. And yes, the good thing that they always have your file in with them, and every time they change. Last time I changed this, add a little bit more information, I have to pay a little bit extra, like 300 something, because like I said, you learn as you go. The old packaging doesn't have this information, only like social media only, but I add QR code, I add this on, so my employee suggesting that, so grateful. But yes, you learn a little bit on as you go, and you know, willing and open your mind, let your mind always open mindset, because you never know what can you achieve, what can you learn, right? So that would be for packaging. And then what can you do? What else can you do? Website. So you need to work on your website. I think the website doesn't have to be run right away. Just before you actually open the restaurant, that's when you can start to let them live. But to build a website, it takes time. It takes 4-6 weeks easy to build a website. To build a good website, you need a lot of information, right? When people go to your website, they don't know you yet. So your website would be the one that represents you. It's gonna tell who are you, what do you sell, why people want to try your stuff. You have to give enough information out there for them to know and want to come to your restaurant when you open and want to try out your food. So to build a website nowadays is not expensive anymore. If you have a little bit of background, IT background, you can build yourself. But there's so many company out there can build website for you, and you can start at basics, and you can add more information as you go. Like I said, you just learn and add more information as you go. But I think highly recommend to build a website, because it's make your business look professional, right? Like I said, it doesn't cost a lot anymore nowadays. So in there gonna have your menu. So that's when you need your photographer to come in and take all the photos, so you can have all that photo. You can make a few video to introduce about your food, because you want your website to be so attractive. If you can have time, you can go to the nguyen.ca, which is my website, to see how amazing they are. I'm so proud of it, because it's very entertaining. My old website is not that entertaining, and I'm trying to improve it every year. We always try our best to improve it. That's what we do. We improve it. So your website, it tell who you are, what do you sell, what kind of product you carry, right? So it tell about everything about you and your restaurant. So it's very important, invest in your website. And yes, and go and make packaging product if you need to, because that represent you, another way to advertise your brand. Okay, so I hope that helped. And thank you for watching. We'll see everyone in my next video, how to start up a restaurant business. Bye now.